Hi, my name's AD, and today I'm going to tell you about one of the most common mistakes that people make when buying their first guitar. If you haven't come across my channel before, I'm an experienced guitar teacher, so if you're looking to learn guitar, please check out some of my other videos and go and hit that subscribe button. Today I want to talk about what people do when they buy their first guitar, and probably the most common mistake I come across with beginner guitarists when they first come to me for lessons. And that's the old adage of buying a first guitar that is as cheap as possible. The saying is always the same: oh, I'm just going to buy it and see how I get on with it, or I'm buying it for my child. And we'll see how they get on with it, and if they like it, we'll get them something better later on. Unfortunately, this is probably the wrong way to go. It's not the most cost effective, and it won't help with learning either. So there are two things I want to focus on here. Firstly is the cost element of it. Now, you don't need to go and break the bank when you're buying a guitar. However, if you just walk into Argos and buy the £120 beginner pack, chances are it's going to be a really poor quality instrument. And if you want to recoup your money by selling it later on down the line, you'll be lucky if you get 25 quid for it. Okay, they're really poor, they don't hold any value. You are basically throwing away 100 quid. Okay, and obviously depending on how much you spend, obviously you're going to be in that region buying a cheap guitar, chances are you're just chucking your money away. So don't just buy something purely on price. Okay, you might see something that looks nice and flashy in the magazine or online and good price, go and buy it, but it's not the way to go. You're likely to lose your money. If you were to buy a better quality instrument, even if you went second hand and got a decent quality instrument, the chances are you're not going to lose much if you were to sell it later on. So in terms of spending money, you're better off getting a decent quality instrument, because that way at least it holds its value better for when you want to sell it later on. And you're going to sell it later on. You know, whether you get on with it or not. If you don't get on with it, you'll sell it. If you do get on with it, well, you're going to get something better later on anyway. So you're still going to end up selling it. So definitely make sure you've got something which holds some sort of resale value. The second thing I will talk about is the quality of the instrument. And the thing is, if you have a poor quality instrument, you will not be able to play it. Okay, there are lots of things that are commonly wrong with bad quality instruments. You may find that the strings are very high off the neck and very difficult to press down, even with a guitar setup, which you'll have to pay for. Sometimes you find the neck can be bowed and have issues with it, and you'll find notes that cut out. And all in all, they're really poor quality if you're not careful with what you're buying. And you'll buy something which is both difficult to play, even for an experienced guitarist, difficult to play, and it'll probably sound like poo as well. Sound like poo, that is. So you don't want something which both feels horrible and sounds horrible, because that way you'll never really want to learn on the instrument, and you won't practice very much, and it'll end up being a lost cause. So you do need to be very careful with that kind of thing. Now, in terms of buying a first instrument, I'll probably make a video dedicated to it, but if I could give you one piece of advice today, seeing as it's Christmas and people might be looking at this kind of thing now, and that's to go and check out your local independent store if you're lucky enough to have one. If you go to one of those places, they will give you good advice. Those people care very much about their business, and they'll want to look after you as a customer. Tell them what your budget is, and they will get you a decent quality instrument for whatever your budget is. They'll make sure it's in good condition so that you can go away and play it. And that's what you really want. You want some advice to help you. If you haven't got a local independent store, at least go and ask someone you know who plays guitar for advice of a good beginner's guitar. Now, you really don't have to break the bank. This isn't about saying you have to go and spend £3,000 on an instrument. You really don't. The guitar I'm holding today, this is my wife's guitar. It's a good beginner's guitar. Granted, it needs to change the strings, but it's absolutely fine. This wouldn't cost you very much. I would say probably about 90 quid. So it's really not that expensive. But it's a used guitar, and so you get it at that good value. Obviously, new it might be a little bit more. But it's perfectly playable. And it sounds absolutely fine. So you don't have to break the bank. You just need to get good advice. So if you're that person now, you're looking to buy your child, your partner, or yourself that first instrument, and you need some help, please go and check out your local independent, get some good advice off someone, and don't go and chuck your money away on some crappy old Argos thing, because you will be throwing your money away. I hope this lesson is useful for you, saves you a few quid if you're looking to make that first purchase. If you're interested in more guitar lessons, please check out some other stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me all your tips if you're an experienced guitarist and you've come for this sort of thing yourself. Otherwise, take care for now. Thank you very much for watching.